Article 315 of the Revised Penal Code on swindling or estafa. Generally, the elements of swindling are as follows. First, the accused defrauded another by abuse of confidence or by means of deceit. And second, the damage or prejudice capable of pecuniary estimation is caused to the offended party or third person. We have the case of People versus Neri with GR number L-19567 dated February 5, 1964. Facts of the case. Federico Matiliano loaned 2 diamond rings to Soledad Neri to be sold by the latter on commission. However, Soledad failed to deliver the sum nor return the articles on the agreed date. Federico met Soledad on occasion and the latter said that the first buyer backed out, so she needed time to find a new one. Days, weeks, and months passed, and his patience exhausted, Federico brought the matter to attention of the police authorities. Soledad was found and brought to the police station, where she promised in writing to deliver the price of the rings. She was able to make 220 payments but failed on the remaining amount. On October 10, 1958, she was again made to execute a deed whereby she shall pay the remaining 190 pesos, and in case of her failure to do so, the case of estafa shall push through. Soledad tendered 50 pesos but never paid a single dime thereafter. Hence, she was found guilty of the crime of estafa. But Soledad appealed that the contract has been novated by the new deed. She insists there is no prohibition in our law to prevent the parties to a contract to novate it, so that any incipient criminal liability under the first is thereby avoided. The issue of the case is that whether or not the crime of estafa is obliterated by virtue of a novation. Supreme Court ruled that no, the crime of estafa is not obliterated as there is no novation that took place. The Supreme Court held in one case that the novation theory may perhaps apply prior to the filing of the criminal information in court by the state prosecutors because up to that time, the original trust relation may be converted by the parties into an ordinary creditor-debtor situation, thereby placing the complainant in estoppel to insist on the original trust. But after the justice authorities have taken cognizance of the crime and instituted action in court, the offended party may no longer divest the prosecution of its power to exact the criminal liability as distinguished from the civil. The crime being an offense against the state, only the latter can renounce it. In this case, the crime of estafa is a crime against the state. Even if the private injured party had forgiven the accused, the criminal liability that the law imposes for the commission of the crime may not be waived. Hence, the Supreme Court affirmed the conviction of Soledad Neri for the crime of estafa.